Welcome to your 10-minute heart and shoulder opening yoga flow. My name is Jeannie, and thanks so much for showing up today. We're going to use 2 blocks, but if you don't have any, go ahead and roll up 2 towels or blankets, just something so you can support your back with. Let's begin with your block on the medium height, and then up to you if you want to have your second block on the medium or lower height. Do what's best for you. Come to a seat and slowly lean back so your ribs, about your lower rib, comes to the middle block and your head comes to the second block. And at first this might feel pretty tight, but just gently allowing the fronts of your shoulders to roll open. And we'll just breathe here for a few moments. Your feet can be on the mat, knees bent. Or if you would like a little more right away, you can extend your legs long. This is great for anyone who sits for a long time or spends time working on the computer, even driving, just to counterbalance all that rounded forward action. About 4 more breaths here. And then when you're ready, begin to bring your hands up towards the sky, fingertips reaching away from you. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out, bring your hands towards the back of the mat. They don't have to touch or even go anywhere near. You're just going above your head, drawing your belly button in towards your spine. And then reach for your opposite elbows. And this can be pretty intense, so just be gentle. And then bring your fingertips to your shoulder. Let's take some circles, just nice and slow. In one direction, and then the other. And then slowly let your hands come down. Dig your elbows into the mat to slowly press into them to curl up your head. Come to a seat. Remove your blocks to the side. And then lay back down on your mat. Hug your knees into your chest. And just massage your lower back by rocking side to side on your knees. And then when you're ready, we're going to roll all the way to tabletop. So you can roll your spine a few times, or you can just simply come there any way you like. And if you're ready, cross your knees, come forward, tabletop. It's always fun. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. Let's take some circles in one direction. And then the other. Sometimes when we have stuff going on in our shoulders, it can travel down to the joints like the elbow or the wrist. So just something to keep in mind. And then when you're ready, take your left hand in the center of the mat. Press into it to lift your right hand up to the sky. Let's take 3 big circles as your fingers draw back. Maybe even your hips travel with you. And then shift forward as your arm comes forward. So deep breath in as it comes up. Deep breath out as you go back. Let's switch directions. Maybe following your thumb with your gaze, and then bring it all the way back up to the sky. And you're going to thread it through underneath your opposite arm. Your right side of your head comes to the mat. If you like, you can extend your left hand in front of you. And if you'd like a little more, you can go ahead and extend your left toes. So now all your body weight is leaning on your right shoulder. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, beginning to unravel. So you'll take your left hand next to your face. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale down. Let's take a few cat-cows to rinse it out. So drop your belly, arch your back, lift your gaze. Breathe out, round through your spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curl. And then coming back to a neutral position. Right hand comes center of the mat. Inhale your left hand high. And we'll take those circles as you draw your fingers back and shifting forward. You might hear some snap, crackle, pop in your shoulders. Breathing space into areas that are asking for it. And then other direction. But of course, if anything is pinchy or doesn't feel right, just back off. Important to listen to your body. Beautiful. And then extend your arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread it through. Right hand comes forward if you wish. Deepens the twist slightly, so just be mindful. And then if that felt good on the other side, you'll extend your right toes back. And really dig your left shoulder into the ground. One more breath here. And then bring your knee back if it's not there already. Press into your right hand, lift your left. Exhale, come down. Take your knees wide, toes together, melt your hips back. If that's a little far away, you can place one of those blocks in between your heels and your seat. And walk your forehead towards the mat or maybe a block. And inhale, lift your chest, look in between your hands, and walk both hands over to the right. Really feel your left fingertips and your left sit bone anchoring down towards the mat, and then you'll rest your forehead one more time. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then walk back through center. If you need to come up out of your hips for a moment and take some circles, go ahead. And then coming right back down, we'll do the second side. So inhale, lift your chest. Walk your fingers over to the left and settle in. And lift your chest, walking back to the center. Shift forward. Bring your knees back to hip width distance. Tuck your toes. Press into your hands to slide your hips high, downward facing dog. You can pedal your feet by bending into one knee and extending the other. And when you're ready, lower down to your knees. And we'll take one breath together to close our class as you sweep your arms out, up, and overhead. Exhale your hands to your heart. I hope you feel a little more spacious and open through your heart and your shoulders. And if partaking in yoga classes or this practice is new to you, or you're just looking for ways to feel more confident in class, I have a free guide. I'll link it down below. You can take a look at some of these tips. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next class.